Ever wondered why your cash flow seems inconsistent despite having regular projects? Or maybe you're just curious how successful construction companies keep their books in order. Welcome back to my channel, where we simplify the complex world of construction bookkeeping to help you manage your finances better and grow your business. I am Elizaveta Taylor, your accountant specializing in construction industry. Today, let's break down 5 key bookkeeping techniques that will change how you handle your construction business finances. But first, I wanted to let you know of a secret. I just put together an amazing guide for construction business owners. And it doesn't matter if you are just starting out or have been at it for a while, it includes cost codes, chart of accounts, both of which I use with my clients, bookkeeping checklist, the breakdown of the reports, budgeting spreadsheet, which is a big one, and details on understanding margins and markups. So do not sleep on it. It is my best creation yet. Follow the link in the description to download this guide. So back to the techniques. First up, we have job costing. This technique is essential for construction businesses because it helps you track the expenses for each project separately. This way, you can see exactly where your money is going and ensure you're staying within the budget. Imagine you're working on a residential building project. You will need to account for labor, materials, subcontractor fees, and any other expenses related to this specific job. By using job costing, you can assign these expenses directly to the project. This not only helps in tracking profitability, but also in making informed decisions on future bids. And it doesn't matter if you are fixed price, contract, or cost plus, you must track your expenses by projects. I go more in detail about it in my recent video, so check it out. So what are the steps? Step number 1, set up cost codes. Create a unique codes for each project. This helps segregate expenses and revenue specific to each job. Step number 2, track all costs. Ensure all the expenses from labor hours to material costs is recorded under the respective job code. Third one, you have to use software like QuickBooks or specialized construction management software to automate and streamline the process. And step number 4, regularly review job cost reports. Analyze them to ensure that the project is on budget and identify any cost overruns early. One of our clients was really struggling with profitability. They were winning bids, but losing money on projects. After implementing job costing, they discovered that material costs for certain jobs were much higher than estimated. So by adjusting their estimates and negotiating better rates with suppliers, they turned their losses into profits within 6 months. Job costing isn't just about tracking costs. It's about gaining insights that can drive your business forward. So number 2 is all about cash flow management. Construction projects often involve significant upfront costs and delayed payments, making cash flow management essential. You don't want to find yourself unable to pay your employees or purchase necessary materials. So how do you manage cash flow effectively? Here are some steps to master cash flow management. First step is create a cash flow forecast. Develop a projection of your cash inflows and outflows over a specific period, typically monthly. This helps in anticipating cash shortages or surpluses. Step number 2, monitor your cash flow regularly to track actual inflows and outflows against your forecasts. This will help you identify trends and take correction actions. Number 3, optimize billing and collections. You have to invoice properly and follow-ups on late payments. Consider offering discounts for early payments as an incentive. Step 4, manage expenses. Delay non-essential expenses during cash crunch periods and prioritize payments to critical suppliers and subcontractors. And step number 5, an absolute last reserve. Secure a line of credit. Maintain it with your bank to cover any short-term cash flow gaps. Another client of ours used to face cash shortages frequently. We helped them create a monthly cash flow forecast, identifying periods where they would need extra cash and planning accordingly. By negotiating better payment terms with clients and scheduling expenses more strategically, they avoided cash crunches and kept their projects on track. So remember, a well-planned cash flow, it can make the difference between a thriving business and the one that's constantly struggling to stay afloat. So number 3 is accurate invoicing. That is a very important one. Timely and precise invoicing ensures that you get paid correctly and on time for the work you've completed. Accuracy in invoicing involves detailing the work completed, the agreed rates, and any additional costs incurred. You have to double check these details to avoid disputes and delays in payment. Here are the steps so you could master the accurate invoicing. Step number 1, use the software to automate the invoicing process like QuickBooks Online or your construction-specific solutions like Buildertrend. This reduces errors and saves time. Step number 2, include a breakdown of all services rendered, materials used, hours worked, and any other relevant details to avoid the disputes on your invoices. Step number 3, set clear payment terms on every invoice, including due dates and any late payment penalties. Number 4, invoice promptly. Send them as soon as the work is completed to maintain steady cash flow. And the last step is follow up on overdue invoices. Have a process for it. This could include automated reminders from your invoicing software or manual follow-ups. I'll go into more detail on these techniques in my previous video. Now, let's talk about payroll management. That is another very important process that we have to consider. Managing payroll in construction industry, it can be pretty challenging due to various wages, overtime, and compliance with labor laws. It's important to have a system in place that accurately tracks hours worked, calculates wages, and ensures compliance with tax regulations. Now, the steps to master the payroll management are, first of all, you have to use the software. That is your best bet. And I might get criticism for this, but I must tell you, I am not a fan of QuickBooks Online Payroll at all. I have never had so many problems with payroll software as I did with them and Gusto for that matter. They constantly mess up filings with the government and mess up the QBO file to where it's almost impossible to fix the issue in a clean way. That is why to all of my clients, I recommend using ADP. They do a fantastic job. And if you would like to get 30% off your payroll services, email me and I will get you forwarded to them. We have been working together for a long time and I have the most attentive representative there is. They will also do the initial setup of all the employees and the company for you free of charge. Second step is you have to use tracking tools to accurately record hours worked for each employee, including overtime, and do not forget to job cost it. You also have to stay compliant with the laws. Ensure the system that you're using is up to date with the latest labor laws and tax regulations. And I would say review your payroll reports regularly to make sure that they're accurate and address any discrepancies promptly. We recently had an issue to where the checks have been written but not cashed, and the situation when checks have been plugged into QuickBooks Online but never given to the employee. Those were the bonuses, but the person quit before the bonus time. So extra payment went on their W-2, but it was never given to them. Those kind of issues need to be caught on time and fixed. That brings me to step number 5, which is offer direct deposit. It can streamline the payment process and ensure timely payments to the employees. So the number 5 is financial reporting. Reporting is something that gets overlooked most of the time because a lot of business owners don't understand how to read the reports. But that's what provides a clear picture for your business's financial health. Financial report includes profit and loss, balance sheet, statement of cash flow, and for construction, it's important to see budget versus actual and profitability by project. These reports provide insights into your income, expenses, projects, and overall financial position. To have it in place and for it to be accurate, you have to first use the accounting software like QuickBooks Online to generate accurate and timely financial reports. You also have to prepare those reports monthly at least, analyze them to identify trends and spot issues and make informed decisions. And step number 4, adjust strategies based on those insights. Consult with a professional to get a deeper understanding of your reports and strategic advice. We have set up a system for monthly reporting for all of our clients. They could track their performance, identify areas for improvements, and plan for growth. This led to almost 20% increase in their profitability within just the first year. So I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos. And if you have any questions or need some personalized help with your bookkeeping, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you for watching. Till next time.